the glamorous world of Amal and George Clooney has always seemed unshakable. A picture-perfect union of Hollywood royalty and international humanitarian brilliance. But behind every flawless red carpet moment lies another layer the public rarely sees. And now, after years of carefully maintaining privacy, a shocking incident has pushed Amal Clooney to her breaking point. What happened behind closed doors was so intense, so emotionally charged, that Amal reportedly walked out, leaving friends, insiders, and fans stunned. Today, we unravel the confrontation that has sent shockwaves through their marriage and raised questions about what's next for the power couple. Amal Clooney has always been known for her composure, her grace, and her razor-sharp mind. But even the strongest individuals eventually reach a point where silence is no longer an option. People close to the couple claim that subtle cracks have appeared over the past months. Shifts in schedules, emotional distance, and growing disagreements about priorities. For Amal, who balances international human rights work with motherhood and an extremely public marriage, the pressure has been mounting. George Clooney, beloved actor, philanthropist, and longtime Hollywood icon, is no stranger to controversy or scrutiny. Yet this time, the issue wasn't coming from the outside world. It was personal, deeply personal, and impossible for Amal to ignore any longer. Insiders say the confrontation that happened privately wasn't just a heated discussion. It was years of frustration, unspoken fears, and clashes of values all erupting at once. The moment that triggered this dramatic turn reportedly unfolded in one of their private residences. Far away from cameras, far away from flashing lights, and miles away from the polished image the world sees. Amal confronted George about something she could no longer overlook. The emotional impact was explosive. Voices were raised. Hurtful truths surfaced. The conversation grew sharper, deeper, and more raw with every passing minute. For Amal, it was the culmination of feelings she had kept buried for far too long. For George, it was a wake-up call he might not have been prepared to face. The confrontation touched on their marriage, their responsibilities, and the sacrifices each had made. What shocked everyone wasn't that they argued, because all couples do, but rather that this particular argument cut so deeply that Amal reached a point she'd never reached before. And then it happened, the moment nobody ever expected. Amal Clooney, the woman known for unshakable strength, picked up her bag, walked past George, and left the house without looking back. No assistance, no entourage, just silence, and the heavy weight of a moment that might reshape their future forever. Amal's sudden departure sent immediate ripples through their close inner circle. Friends were stunned. Staff members were left speechless. Within hours, speculation began circulating that Amal sought space. Not just physically, but emotionally. She needed clarity away from the pressure, away from the expectations, and away from the man she had built a life with. Those closest to her say she went somewhere peaceful, somewhere she could think without being interrupted. And while she hasn't made any public statements, her absence alone said more than words ever could. For a woman who has always balanced everything with precision, choosing to walk out was not an impulsive moment. It was a declaration that something major needed to change. Meanwhile, George was reportedly shaken by how quickly things escalated. He retreated into a quieter space, avoiding public outings and keeping conversations limited to a few close confidants. People around him say he is processing, reflecting, and struggling with the fear that the damage may be deeper than he realized. Hollywood couples are no strangers to rumors, but this situation feels different. Amal and George have always maintained a united front, even when the pressures of fame and responsibility weighed heavily on them. But this time the issue struck at the heart of their relationship. The confrontation wasn't about schedules or career demands. It was about trust, communication, and emotional connection. Many wonder if this moment will push them toward healing, or whether it marks the beginning of a longer separation. Those who know Amal say she is not someone who makes dramatic moves lightly. If she walked out, it means she reached a point where protecting her peace became more important than maintaining appearances. George, on the other hand, is known for his deep loyalty, his strong emotional ties, and his fierce protectiveness of his family. If there is a chance to fix things, he may fight harder than ever. But the path ahead will not be simple. This story is still unfolding, and we'll be following every development as new details emerge. If you want to stay updated on the latest news surrounding Amal and George Clooney and all your favorite Hollywood figures, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and join our growing community.